Hello. Oh. Alright then. Am I clipping too much? Could be a thing. Maybe. But at least I think I got, or rather found, the culprit behind my mic cutting out. Hello Reaper of Beards, and yes, I'm still at Barrows. Do you hear any of my speech cutting out with the microphone? I believe I found the culprit yesterday after stream. That's been... Well, you are joining within the first 3 minutes of the stream. I literally just started. It's actually very uncommon for me to see anyone this early. But yeah, there has been an ongoing issue with my microphone getting the audio cut out in the middle of me speaking very low sort of parts like S's and other low tones. And I think I found the filter that was responsible for that happening yesterday. So I'm kinda just curious if I actually did manage to weed it out, basically. The grind's going very good. At the moment, at least. Both the Barrows log and me walking. Well, the Barrows log, I haven't had a log ration in a while. But the grind for weight loss is also very good at the moment. Yeah, it is most definitely up there. Okay, how about I put the microphone away for a little bit? Okay, that definitely is better. No. I really hate this arm. Hello, Scraggy. No. Alright. Let's just leave it there. If I clip, I clip. Can't. I've been trying to learn Gera back hard, but keep dying at phase 4. Yeah, that sort of happens at Gera back, more or less. Nah, can't have that. Yeah, I have to have it a little bit closer. Why am I here? I need Acrisé. Yeah, Scraggy, are you hearing all of the low tones like S's and such? I think I got the culprit filter yesterday. Good. It was the expander filter, as in the filter that's responsible for actually amplifying the low sounds that you speak into the microphone, was actually doing a disservice of cutting all of that out actually. And we just had a Triskelion piece. Been a while. Clan members are getting some drops themselves today, and that's Verak tunneling. Come on, man. Huh. No, not properties. Filters, noise gate. Nope, not close. But open, fresh. A little bit higher. Seems about right. Noticing the noise gate being opened and being held open by the walking pad. Right, Guffin. And on to Karma. Finish off this run. Let's see, can we get any drops? That would be absolutely nice. So kills and loads. Ooh, we got a Guthan's War Spear. Add 9 minutes into it. Nothing I need, but it's always money. It is what it comes down to every time. Okay, my walking pad's what's it called? Indication sound does trigger the noise gate. But then again, I'm not surprised at all. It is quite noisy. Even if I'm wearing headsets. Indication noise still cuts through loud and clear. There we go. Cleans are down. Okay. Do I need to hop? This person seems to be having the same kind of rotation that I have. I end up always attacking the wrong thing. Even. Dorag. Right, any back-to-backs? Ah, never lucky. 23k. That's not nice. If there's someone watching who hasn't followed yet, consider dropping one. Every 5 follows results in a bond being given away, and currently we're one follow away from a bond being given. Hello Wyatt. Going quite well. The grind is 4 drops away. Linza's top and shield, and Arim's hood and top. Then the weight loss journey is going sharp as well. 5 weeks down with 5 weighing days. On my 6th week now, and so far 8.6 kilos have been dropped. What about you? Anything new in your life? Positive things, I hope. I started with the very basics, the very root cause, my eating habits. I used to eat a lot. A really big amount of a lot. So I changed that. I remembered a couple of things my friends who have diabetes told me about how they're eating. I took that to heart. Instead of eating a lot at once, I instead eat many times, a little bit less. As recently, otherwise just hanging out. Alright. Nice. Then I also am upholding a small caloric deficiency. So I eat about 1,500 to 1,800 kilocalories a day. Out of the 2,000 suggested kilocalories a day for an adult man. And then I'm adding this kind of light exercise, an hour a day, walking at 3 kilometers an hour. At the same time as I stream RS. That has had very nice results. Obviously, there are some days that I have cheat days. I haven't quit drinking and I haven't quit eating after drinking, but I do eat a lot less after I've drunk, for example. And because I'm eating less overall, my tolerance has dropped significantly, so I don't need to drink as much to get as drunk as I want to be, which is a money saver quite nicely. not only saving money through eating less, but also saving money through drinking less overall. And yeah, every Friday I have a weighing day because I started this weight loss journey on a Friday, so every Friday I weigh myself and look at what kind of progress I've made. The week with the least amount of progress so far was a week, like week 3 was 0.85, so 850 grams of lost weight, and the most amount of progress I've made in a week has been 2.9 kilos. 2. And last week was 1.3. So overall, I've been going down quite steadily, and I feel a lot lighter. As in, the steps that I take no longer wear me out as fast. Like it's still definitely a workout to walk for an hour straight. It is manageable. But I will be sort of tired towards the end of this. But it's alright. I'm getting it better. Working towards a greater, better life overall. Oh, and recently I upped the pace on my walking pad from 2.5 kilometers an hour during these streams to 3. 2.5 was getting a bit slow. 3 seems to be quite alright right now. Wouldn't surprise me if I up the pace once again at some point. Key is to get used to this. Karel and Torak left. Run. Hello, Shark. Very true, very true. Well, this walking pad only goes to 6 kilometers an hour, so very fast walking pace. And if it goes to the fact that I would be sprinting here, I'm afraid I would need Neuralink to be installed so I could actually start running and hands-free play. Another tree squeeze. I've had one already this session. 2 tree squeezes and a gotten spear. in the first 21 minutes. They're rock down. That's Arim tunneling. Next week's Friday. So, week after that, I might be getting a stream deck. It's been on my things to get, well, shopping list for a long time. And I think it's time to make that investment. Back to Arim. Let's see. Does he have any pieces for me? Or Linza's pieces? Both would be absolutely nice. Nope. He does have a totem, but I don't really need the totems. Yeah. Down. If there are any people in watching who haven't followed yet, every 5 follows results in a bond being given away. We are currently 1 follower away from the next bond being given. Or something. Yeah, it's been a lot of barrows lately. All the way until I have the full log. I haven't even decided what log comes after Barrows. But it's gonna be something. Right, then we get a very stacked chest, but yeah, Cronus, I am actually, and it's nice to see you too. Was a while. Last time I saw you, you joined in right at the end of the stream. There's 4 more actually. It's Arim's hood and top, and Linza's top and shield. Yeah, that's life for ya. We have to work, all of us, to make a living. Even I had a 12-hour work day today. Was quite... Actually, it's quite rare these days to have that long a work day. Thankfully. There was a time when that was every day the norm. There we go, Linza dead. Taken care of. Do you do what? Our I don't measure it steps, I measure it with distance. For example, I used to do 2.5 kilometers an hour, so in an hour, 2.5 kilometers. But recently I've upped the pace from that to 3 kilometers an hour. So it's gonna be 3 kilometers once the hour is done. About 200 kilocalories burnt on that. So very nice. Getting that exercise in, boosting my dietary way of weight loss. I don't know if you were here at the time, but I told Scraggy, or yeah, it was Scraggy, I think, that yeah, about 1.5 miles in freedom units. 8.5 kilos is what I've dropped on my 5 weeks of weight loss journey so far. The least amount of weight dropped in a week was 850 grams. The most was 2.9 kilos. Yeah. Then again, I'm not done yet. My realistic target is 85 kilos. That's where I was when I quit smoking, like 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago actually. And if I can get down to 80, that would even be better. I am 172 centimeters in height, so about 5'7" in freedom units. Then again, according to the dietary way, I'm not restricting myself to off of anything if I don't want to. I think that's just sort of torturing yourself with it, and that's not something I subscribe to. Although I voluntarily stayed away from sweets, added sugars. I do miss chocolate and pizza. I used to eat a lot of pizza and it's so delicious. It's pure joy. Straight out of the oven. But the pizza crust is bread. Bread is basically just sugar. Yeah. I was coming to that. The cheese itself is very greasy, has a lot of fats in it. Animal-based fats. That's no drop yet. So yeah. You have basically just a lot of sugar and a lot of animal-based fats. Also, if it's a pepperoni pizza, that's even more fats. Animal-based ones. Or if it's ground beef, it also has a lot of animal-based fats. The tomato sauce is not that bad, it's actually the most healthiest part about it for someone on a weight loss journey, because it's plant-based. And of course all the other vegetables you might add to a pizza of choice. My favorite one consists of ground beef, kebab, red onion or plain onion, and then added tomato slices. Absolutely fantastic. Bunch of eggs and turkey. Okay. Yeah, the eggs though, if you're not a bodybuilder, I don't really know, I haven't started building my body yet. At some point perhaps. I don't know what the future entails. But I've heard that bodybuilders eat a lot of eggs for that protein. I eat eggs too, but I eat one and then one apple for breakfast. It's a good way to get your nutrients. So it's about 167 kilocalories. At least that's the reference number I use for my breakfast, of one egg and an apple. Not enough to put you out, as in a food coma, but it's enough to start your metabolism for the day. 5 eggs at a time, dang, that's a lot. I do understand though, eggs are delicious. Super delicious. How much money do you even spend on eggs then? Or are you one of them who has their own coop? You can just go out every morning and gather a round of eggs from your chickens. That would be something I would... It depends, Kronos. It depends on where you are in the world right now. US people be paying a lot for eggs right now. Like crazy a lot. Buy them by the 60 case for about $50 a case. Okay, that's actually quite cheap. But I've never even seen a 60 egg case. before, ever. Most I've seen is 15. And even then it feels like I'm holding the entire village's worth of eggs. Like one of those. All right. I actually have to take a look at what eggs actually cost here. They are not expensive, that much I know. But then again, the cartons we have are 6 eggs, so half a dozen. Then there's 10 eggs. And then there's 15 eggs. And then there's 4 eggs. And that's all the cartons of eggs we have in our normal grocery stores. I think I paid like €2 something for the last 10 egg carton I bought. Maybe 3. It's still cheap though. Thankfully. But yeah, an egg has all the basic nutrients you need, in exception for vitamin C. So that's where the apple comes in on the mornings. Then when I've been at work for a couple of hours, I usually eat 2 oranges worth of orange cloves. About 85 kilocalories there. Super delicious, and those are very high in vitamin C. Then for the rest of the day, depending on what week I'm working, this is being the night shift week, I have corn cakes with me. Those are 40 kilocalories a piece, and I have 4 with me. But I usually end up eating like 1 or 2. What is a whole lot of sugar? Not the corn cakes, at least. They aren't full of sugar, it's just popped corn in a disc with spices on it. Or maybe it is. Oh, the oranges. Yeah, they're full of fructose, which is fruit sugar, not sucrose, which is the normal tabletop sugar. So it's a healthier option. But yeah, they do have a lot of sugar in them, but not really the bad kind. And it's not added sugar either. So I'd say I'm pretty good there. Also, they're full of vitamin C and very delicious. And then, of course, when I get home, I usually I usually eat food for about 200 to 300 kilocalories a meal, a couple of times with a few hours apart. Like a little bit all of the time. But not enough to make you completely full. Yeah, the sugar, added sugar is the key part. Added is the key key phrase there. Added sugar can be very bad for you. That's nothing more than just pure calories in its purest form. But fruit, sugars, they are okay. It's even encouraged to eat a bit of fruit every day. That's what I've been doing. Then there are a couple of supplements I take. There's vitamin gummies. I eat 2 vitamin gummies each day. And I also eat magnesium and potassium every day. I used to have a lot of cramps, and that's really helped with the cramps. I haven't had a cramp in a long time now. I recommend it though. Fruit and candy or whatever. Yes, exactly. And I eat 3 pieces of fruit every day. The apple and the 2 oranges. 10 loots, none yet. And yeah, if I'm not on night shift week, I usually buy chicken wings, 2 wings to be exact, at a grocery store. But then again, I have to calculate the grams in those chicken wings. Let's say 120 grams, and that times the reference value, 288 kilocalories per 100 grams. So 1.2 times 288 comes to a bit less than 3,500 kilocalories. Chicken wings are delicious, so that's the main reason I haven't dropped eating chicken wings. I used to eat 5 at a time, which is absurdly a lot. So I cut it down to 2 each day that I do. Not that bad. She's with it. Brilliant. Yeah, that's also one way to do it. However, I'm not filling myself up to the fullest. You don't actually want to do that if you try to lose weight. At least not in the fast pace that I want to be losing it at. Well, a doctor told a clanmate of mine that 2 kilograms per week is a safe pace to lose weight, and anything more than that should be consulted with a doctor. And I have only 1 week gone more than 2 kilos, so I don't think I'm gonna go consult a doctor just yet. Also, it was this very second week of me doing it, so there's that also. Really don't get any drops now. Why is that? Out of my mind for cutting. I understand you very much. Each time I go to Menafos to fish for reputation, I still have 2 factions that I haven't maxed reputation with. I do about two doses of spiritual attraction, so 30 minutes, and then I'm just bored out of my mind. There. Too lazy to be questing. I can tell you, getting the quest cape is definitely worth it. Not because of its perks, but because of the status. Once you do have a full quest points like I do, each time they release a new quest, these days, you don't even need to wait for too long, like for someone to post a guide for it. Usually you can do the quest, a modern quest, like right away. And then you have your quest cape back pretty much in an instant. Sweet. Okay. Somehow you have a mind that's capable of thinking the older way of questing. There be some very old quests that I'm completely lost on. Soon lead you have a quest. Oh, quest. Here, I see. That's that of course. Quest helper. In a game too. But then there's some modern quests that are absolute nightmares, like Broken Home and Sliska's Endgame. Both are quests that I do not wish to do again. Broken Home I won't need to, I have the Asylum Surgeon's Ring. But I really would need to do with Sliska's Endgame again because of trip requirements. I get that. This is Arim. Could Arim have some pieces for me finally? I need his hood and his top. Come on, let's strip him naked. Get all of it. And nothing. No surprises. My walking pad is telling me 48 minutes, 40 seconds. This hour has gone quite quickly. We'll still have 11 minutes though. Before the hour of walking or 3 kilometers are up. Oh yeah, and I have noticed that the work pants I have, well, the belt for it actually, I need to tighten the belt a lot tighter than I used to. Yeah, it definitely feels quite rewarding to feel these kind of things. Gives a nice amount of motivation to keep doing what one does. Also the fact that I got compliments for my efforts from a genuine bodybuilder. I don't know if what he does for a living. I could imagine that bodybuilding is part of it. Because his and his missus online presence definitely leans towards the fitness lifestyle. You'll need the other brother killed. That sort of gave a small kind of confidence boost in itself. To hear from a guy who's basically all muscles that you're doing a good job with your weight loss game. Alright then. And we get a stacked chest with no drops. Yeah, instant stun. We do not appreciate shady businesses here. Crypto's expensive. Well then get one as a drop, it's only 130 mil. Grinding gate is one of the most boring things I've ever done. I needed 100 kill count of it for our clan's ranking system in order to qualify for skilling captain. I am not looking forward to going there again, even though I did have a dowser drop during those 100 kill count. Same goes for Croesus, although I had the Croesus pet drop during my 100 kill count there. They're just so boring to grind out. Not that I don't like the notion of a skilling boss, obviously. It's nice that they can come up with such things. In before they actually start to implement real skilling into combat bosses, like say you light a eternal magic wood fire at Solak, and then you sort of walk him across the bonfire, making him take damage on the bonfire. That would be a nice mechanic to boost your DPS. That is Verak. Starts to look like next run's gonna be the last one. Yeah, only one Guffin spear and two Trisk pieces. And then back to Verak. Nothing yet. And last run starts. See, Akrisei, are you here? Yes, you are. You're not tunneling boy. Hi, the Verak. If we have any non-followers viewing, consider dropping a follow. Every 5 followers results in a bond being given away. You could win one, or not. Free to play could get you the bond you won if you don't want it. It's all for the community, really. Either Karil or Torag. It's Karil. Tunneling like the good boy he is. Let's get back to Karil and finish off this hour and stream. Basically. Yes, last drop magic. Come on. No uniques there. Alright. Well, let's find someone to raid then. Spread the love. Tango Alpha Mango. Nice name. He's gonna get a raid. Couple of seconds. Right, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. See you then. Thanks and bye bye.